The night is brisk. You gaze up at the deep blue above you, only for your eyes to be met with blinking stars. You blink back to your surroundings. This is your final night camping. It seems a bit sad to say goodbye to it all so soon. No navigating crowds of germs, no listening to people scold you, no loud music, no construction or highway ambiance. Just nature, just you. You picked a spot far enough out from everyone that you can't even hear the happy families camping, arguing, or doing anything else. Thank goodness. The sky is filled with the music of lively songbirds through day and night. Crickets kiss your ears to sleep. Your food is cooked to perfection by fireside or grill. It seems perfect out here, albeit a little lonely, but pretty perfect. You feel like your true lone wolf self, only having to worry about what you'll have for dinner and whether or not you'll take a dip in the lake, where you'll walk today, if you'll hike today, and keeping yourself warm at night. These are simple thoughts for a simple way of life, but then you think, it isn't being forced on you. This type of survival is only sought after when you have much more to come home to. You live a cushy life, in truth, one that is quite easy to get bored of. You seek simple thrills. Even camping for a few days beats kicking your feet up at home. With your family's wealth and all, you needn't worry about a thing. Just the scolding and the expectation to live a life that was never really yours. The day-to-day out here is more roleplay. You're not scared of anything. It's all kind of like playing pretend. Right now, you're something like a lone wolf fending for yourself. You find yourself getting a little lost in the thought, and your fish almost burns. You take it off the fire. The flames crackle and spurt tiny bits of ash to the tips of your shoes. You ponder the way the fire moves, so freely and so warm. Holding the skewer, you inspect the damage you've done to your dinner. The outside is a bit burnt, but other than that, it smells amazing. You rip the white meat off vigorously, spitting out bits of bone small enough to get stuck in your teeth. It's savory, full of spices and doused in lemon. A meal to satiate the beast that you are tonight. Once you're finished, you toss the stick skewer on the ground. After all, that's where you found it anyway before you cleaned it. Your eyes follow the stick as it bounces to a collection of shrubs. You look away, but then you hear vigorous sniffing. What or who was that? Turning your attention back to the shrubs cloaked in shadow, you catch a glimpse of a wolf woman draped in animal fur. She picks up the stick and snaps it in two with one of her hands. Her body language is swift and terrifying, but her eyes are gentle and motherly once they meet yours. The lantern hanging on the tree flickers in her presence. In a slight, gentle growl, she speaks. I thought I smelled prey, but it's just Another wasteful human. Her ears flatten at the sight of you. She is displeased. She quickly scans your surroundings. Then her ears perk up again. You're out here on your own. On purpose? You know these woods are infested with monsters, right? One's far worse than me. She takes one step toward the tree, a large paw gripping the bark. Her arm is draped in those animal cloaks, exaggerating her size greatly. The lantern trembles but never falls. The light dances slowly as it comes to a pause, a branch obscuring parts of her. You almost jump back in your seat. Now that she's fully upright, she's a lot taller than you expected. You suppose she's been partly crouched this whole time, which is a bit unnerving. Her fur is a light gray, almost white with bits of black. It reminds you of an Arctic hare. Very contrasty. A long, raggedy tail drags behind her. The darkness barely illuminates her face, but her silhouette is so clear. The tree shade covers her expression. She's hard to read. Your heart races. Should you find another stick to throw? Don't dogs love chasing things? Oh, or maybe you throw her some spare food. Animals love spare food. Or maybe... Good God, she's a person too, right? Kind of, at least, somewhat, maybe? Your eyes dart around her figure, trying to decipher what to do. You're not afraid of me, are you? She steps out into the light. The lantern's warmth shows her light fur, her dark nose, and her wolfish face. She's definitely more wolf than human, that's for sure. You wonder if it's the moon. To your surprise, you end up asking just that. Even if you don't intend to pry, this is just a very new experience for you. The moon. Oh, yes, it can have an effect, but mostly I'm able to control myself. This form is best for hunting. You try and keep your cool. What were you hunting for? You swallow your fear in hopes she does not hunt humans. At least, you pray she will not hunt you tonight. Something. Anything. Her ears lower as she cranes her neck into the sky, sniffing, pausing, sniffing. She must have caught the scent trail of something, but then her attention turns back to you. She comes closer, then pauses. Her figure is looming, but somehow delicate. May I sit? She asks politely. You oblige, and she simply takes a seat on the ground, back up against the tree. There's another tree stump right next to her, with one of your bags hanging on it. But you recall that one's quite empty. It's been a while since I've eaten. Truth is, I should never be this skinny. There is a hint of weakness in her voice. You find yourself feeling guilty, choosing to be out here with all your wealth and safety back home. You ask her more about herself to buy time. How did you get here? Why can't you find food? and a plethora of other small queries she, for whatever reason, entertains. Her tail wags in response to your questions, even if it's not entirely from a place of genuine curiosity on your end. My family, my pack, I wasn't abandoned or anything, so I hate that I'm complaining. I went off on my own. I didn't want to disperse so soon, but conflicts got bad. Nearly half of them fell defending our home. It's not our home anymore. Resources are more competitive here, but I wanted to stay while they needed to go. Packs are small, tight, trustworthy. I guess I didn't earn enough trust to earn myself a family yet. Since leaving, at least. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your eyes try to find hers, but she's facing the floor. She looks like a wet puppy sitting in the rain, the posture of a guilty dog. You said your family had to move away? Are you in any danger? You ask. Suddenly, your more protective side kicks in. Yes, she's clearly a werewolf, but she's also all alone right now, just like you. But you're on opposite sides of the coin. You were enjoying it. She's missing the company. And the food. Yes, they moved on to other places with more abundant food. Not only are WereFolk fighting each other, but we're actively being driven out. You chose a spot so far away from other people. That is why I wanted to sit down. I thought there was food, but you are just another camper. I hope my presence does not bother you. I really mean you no harm. Just, I am hungry. You watch as she shudders a little. The werewolf wraps herself deeper in her cloaks, her measly tail wrapping around her feet. You can't tell if it's genuine or just for sympathy points, but you feel bad anyway. I am what you would call a lone wolf. I have no pack to return to after my leave. I am wandering constantly in search of food and shelter. I do not fight for my place. I just come and go. Your curiosity gets the best of you. What did she mean by not fighting for her place? Maybe she's lost a few homes? Perhaps you could offer her a cushy life at your estate, but it wasn't really yours, it was your family's. You had no idea how they might react if you brought a werewolf home, let alone on your property. Your attention shifts back to the more important item on the agenda, food. She's likely starving. You ask her how much she needs, if she'll take it. Oh, me. Yeah. We have to eat a lot in a day. It's why our numbers are few, and we move where the food is. I don't know why I'm so attached to this place. You listen as her voice continues to break. Now you know it's genuine. I guess I just couldn't ever leave it. I was born here. Why should I be forced to leave? But food, you have some? I knew I smelled something. Fish from earlier. Do you have more? Her voice is hungry. She nearly crawls onto your lap, tail ferociously wagging. She's licking her lips out of hunger, and a bit of drool falls on the gravel beneath your feet. You find it sort of cute and sort of gross. That makes you smile, at least. Turning to the tent behind you, you tell her to wait for a bit so you can find your remaining supplies. You're eager to help her, and she is eager to be helped. You start rummaging through your things. Coolers, bags, backpacks, tiny suitcases. You definitely overpacked on fashion-related items, but who wouldn't? You move aside a few jackets. You were only role-playing the wilderness after all. You weren't expecting to run into a werewolf, of all things, or people, whatever they're considered. You weren't quite sure. I know you haven't found anything yet, but... She speaks up quietly, trying not to distract you too much. The werewolf climbs a tad closer to sniff for anything you have without invading your personal space. I'd like to extend my thanks. I don't know how to repay you, because I don't have people money. WereFolk use a trading system, just not money. So, I can give you pelts, but that is all I have. I hope you will accept. They are clean pelts of elk, mule deer, white-tailed deer, and bits of moose. When they layer, they'll keep anyone very warm, especially ones like you, with no fur of your own. You know, we call your kind naked dogs sometimes, but it's a bit disrespectful, considering. Half tuning her out, you continue digging in your luggage to find almost nothing. You have some jerky scraps, but nothing hefty enough to be considered a meal. There's a quiet thought in the back of your head that she might decide to eat you if you don't offer enough. You try to nudge your mind in another direction. This is probably the most useful you've been to anyone in a while. Maybe it's time you change someone's life for the better. You exhale your worries and press on, digging deeper. Behind you, the werewolf removes her pelts, folding them nicely on the broken stump beside her. She shivers. Her silhouette is much less large and imposing now, and much more scrawny. Her lack of weight is showing. Despite her tiny silhouette, she still has very wolfish features. Bare skin is only seen on her stomach, the insides of her ears, and partly the underside of her arms. Everything else is wolfish, full of fur, adorned with claws at the tips of her fingers and toes, and a grin of snarly teeth in her mouth. A cute doggy nose at the end of her face, too, which is quite long now that she's in the full light. You turn around to face her, empty-handed. She has a look of desperation and hunger as she shivers, hoping for good news. You change the subject briefly. How is it too cold for me? Oh, well, it's something genetic. I was the runt of my litter. I think I'm just weaker than everyone else. Oh, so... if you thought I was big and scary, you should see my sisters. They are much bigger and much scarier than me. Of course, I hope we don't run into them, ever. Well, I know we won't, since they moved away. Well, it's good to be big and scary. As a WereFolk, you're supposed to embody the animal you resemble. A strong timber wolf is something I can only strive to be. But of course, I'm sitting here, scrawny and begging like a lost dog. You clarify again why she has taken off her coats if they help keep her warm. She explains that it's a fair trade for the food you're going to supply her. You swallow your empty-handed guilt and tell her the food she wanted is not coming. Her ears flop to the sides, tail going from a slight wag to absolutely still. She looks around, almost panicked. You look around too, reflecting her panicked state. Is she about to tell me she's so sorry for having to eat me instead? Then, your eyes catch on the bag near the tree stump. A wrapper sticks out. Marshmallows from earlier. Dear Werewolf, we can eat marshmallows. She's going to kill me out of disappointment. You aren't even sure how to tell her. I apologize. I am still very grateful for your hospitality. The werewolf frantically puts on her coats again, as if to leave in a hurry. You ask her to wait, and to not go. You have marshmallows. You rush to the bag, opening it and revealing a mostly full container of jumbo mallows, ready to eat, soft, white, squishy, sugary goodness for the both of you. Let's eat s'mores, please. It's all I can actually offer you. I ran out of everything else. You're embarrassed to explain it, but it's true. Your trip was almost over, after all. Oh, really? Thank you so much. I will take anything. But, please, explain, what is a marshmallow? Is it from the marshlands? Made of meat? You take one out and toss it to her, encouraging her to try it and see for herself. The werewolf catches it in awe. Her snout is immediately all over it, taking in all of its sugary goodness. You watch as she squishes the mallow a tiny bit, careful in case it cracks like an egg, the only thing it sort of resembles in her mind. She holds it close, as if someone is going to jump out from behind the bushes and take it from her. You notice her pupils are also quite dilated during this discovery. The marshmallow. It seems to be a magical moment for the werewolf. The first in quite a while, you would imagine. You watch as she suddenly stops her investigation, gulping and holding the marshmallow out to you once more. As if to return it, she bows her head. Thank you. But I can't have chocolate. Wait, there's no chocolate in this? Really? No, I believe you. It's just the smell is so overwhelmingly sweet. It reminded me of the chocolate I found a while back while scavenging other campgrounds. You're sure there's nothing chocolate in this? You reassure her that the marshmallow holds other sugary goodness, but not that of chocolate. She practically jumps in the air with joy before devouring it. Then a big chew, 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 and she keeps chewing like a dog with peanut butter stuck to the roof of their mouth. Do you like it? You try to hide your laughter from how cute she looks trying to properly eat this thing. Sometimes it's better roasted over the fire, like this. Taking a marshmallow from the bag, you skew it with a clean stick and hold it over the fire. The flames crackle beneath the marshmallow, slowly roasting it to a golden perfection. The smell draws the werewolf closer, and she watches you intently. She is learning how to make this famous roasted marshmallow you tell of. A beat, then a thought. You ask her name. Oh, did I forget to say it earlier? I'm so sorry. It's Zephyr. Zephyr Nighe. But Nighe is my family name, so just Zephyr is good. What are you called? You quickly introduce yourself, making sure to mention your last name as well. She smiles. I like that name. So, how can I repay you for this meal? I would not like you to walk away empty-handed, or to feel like I owe you. She makes a fair point. You adjust your posture and clear your throat, wanting to say what's been on your mind this whole time. You want to work with her and offer security. You want me to work for you? As a bodyguard? I think I could do that. But runts of litters are not meant for things like that in the pack. I guess this is just different, right? I can protect you against many things, just not all. That is okay. As long as I try my best, well, I will. Huh? You want to continue these camping trips and need both a guard and a companion. I see. You really enjoy my company enough to ask that of me? Okay, then thank you. Working in exchange for food and shelter is more than I could ask for right now. Maybe more than I could dream of. With this new agreement, you still need to work out the fine details. But you're happy she's willing. It's kind of sad that she just wants to work for food. But given her story, you understand. Just glad to help. You smile at her, teary eyes. Please, stay in my tent for the night. I'll be back in the morning with more food. You begin packing up your things, opening the marshmallow bag and tossing it to her. For a runt, she still has great reflexes. Her tail wags. Can I have it all? Zephyr's eyes sort of resemble a feline on catnip as she drools over the marshmallow bag. You smile, laugh, and tell her, yes, you can have it all, while bending down to neatly fold and pack clothes and other accessories. Your hair falls over your face. Through the curtains of your messy bangs, you see a precious werewolf sitting in front of the fire, happily roasting 6 marshmallows on a single stick. Impressive, you think.